Good morning. Today, Avyakt Murli, revised course 2nd November 1987. Madhuban Avyakt Babdada Om Shanti. The title of today's Avyakt Murli is The Basis of Self-Transformation is Realization with an Honest Art. The basis of self-transformation is realization with an honest heart. Babdada says, today, the world transformer, the world benefactor, Babdada, is seeing his loving, cooperative, and world transformer children. Through your self-transformation, each of you is engaged in the service of world transformation. You all have the same zeal and enthusiasm in your minds that you definitely have to transform this world, and you also have the faith that transformation will take place. That is, it can be said that transformation has already happened. You have just become Bab Dada's cooperative, easy yogi children in name and making your present and future elevated. So today Bab Dada was looking at the world transformer instrument children and was specially looking at one thing. All are instruments for the one task. Everyone's aim is self-transformation and world transformation. And yet, while being the instruments for self-transformation and world transformation, why does it become number-wise? Some children bring about self-transformation very easily and quickly, whereas others have the thought of transformation one moment, but their own sanskars, the situations that come through Maya, or the elements or the karmic accounts that are to be settled through the Brahmin family, weaken the elevated enthusiasm for transformation. Then there are some children who lack the courage to bring about the transformation. When there is no courage, there is no zeal or enthusiasm, and without self-transformation, there isn't the success you would like to have in the task of world transformation. This is because this alaukic godly service demonstrates three types of service happening at the same time. First, attitude. Second, vibrations. Third, words. First is attitude. Second is vibrations. And third is words. Now Babdada says, well done, because the Father's vision and attitude of blessings for every child is always there, that if not today, then tomorrow these children will definitely become embodiments of success. However, along with being the bestower of blessings, he is also the teacher, and this is why he draws your attention to the future. Bab Dada saw that the basis of success, the self-transformation which would be liked by yourself, by other people and by the Father, is lacking at the moment. So why is there a lack of this self-transformation? Bab Dada says, the main reason for this is that one particular power is missing. And that spatial power is the power of realization. Underline this word, realization. Power of realization. Babdada says, until you have the power of realization, you cannot have experience, and until you have experience, the foundation of the speciality of Brahmin life cannot become strong. Bring your Brahmin life from the beginning in front of you. The first transformation: I am a soul and the Father is mine. On what basis did this transformation take place? It was when you realized, yes, I am a soul and this one alone is my Father. This realization enables you to have experience, for only then does transformation take place. Until you realize this, you continue to move along at an ordinary pace or ordinary speed. But the moment the power of realization makes you experienced, you become an intense or fast paced effort maker. In the same way, unless you also have the power of realization in self transformation, there cannot be elevated transformation for all time. In this, the realization of two things in particular is needed. First, the realization is of your own weaknesses. Very important line. The realization of your own weaknesses. Second, the realization of the situation and the desires and feelings in the mind of the one who becomes instrumental for that situation. The weakness of the person or of that one's stage due to being under an external influence. By knowing the reason for the test through that situation, let there be the realization of passing in that with your elevated form. I am elevated, my stage is elevated, and that situation is just a paper. This realization will easily bring about transformation and you will pass. So, very important line: when any situation comes, what should we say? We should say, I am elevated, my stage is elevated, and that situation is just a paper. So, this realization, deep realization, will easily bring about transformation and you will pass. The realization of the desire of others and the realization of what is needed for their self progress is the basis of your self progress. So, self transformation is a must and it cannot take place without the power of realization. In this too, Bhabdada says there are two types of realization. One is realization with an honest heart, and the other is realization in a clever way because you have become very knowledgeful. So, by considering the time and in order to justify your task and glorify your name, you would have realization at that time. But that realization won't have the power to bring about transformation. So, it is realization from the heart, underline the word heart, that enables you to receive blessings from the comforter of hearts, Dilaram, whereas realization with cleverness will make you and others happy for only a short duration. The third type of realization is that your mind accepts that something is not right. Your conscience also tells you that that is not right, but in order to keep up appearances of being a Maharathi or because of not wanting to make yourself look weak or any less in the family, you continue to kill your conscience. To kill your conscience in this way is also a sin. Just as committing suicide is a great sin, so this too accumulates in the account of sin. This is why Bab Dada continues to smile and also continues to listen to the dialogues in their minds. Bab Dada says that the Father knows about every leaf, that is, every soul. He doesn't know about something only when he is told about. However, even while knowing about it, he becomes ignorant, and with innocence in his innocent form, he makes the children move. Since he knows, why does he become innocent? Because he is the merciful Father, and so that you don't accumulate further sin with that sin, he has mercy. Do you understand? Bab Dada has a very clear account of every action and every thought in the mind of every child. Very important line. There is no need to know what is there in children's hearts, for the image of each heartbeat of every child's heart is clear. This is why he says that he doesn't know what is in each one's heart, because there is no need to know it. It is already clear. The chart of the heartbeat of every moment and every thought in the mind is in front of Bab Dada. He can tell you about it. It isn't that he cannot tell you about it. He can tell you the date, place, time, and exactly what you did in the thought, words, and actions. He can tell you everything. However, while knowing all of that, he remains ignorant or oblivious. So today Baba saw the whole chart. So finally, Bab Dada says the reason for self-transformation not happening in the children at a fast speed is the lack of realization with an honest heart. Do you understand this? Do you not? Sometimes consider yourself to be a soul who is a jewel of the Father's eyes. That is, realize yourself to be an elevated point merged in the eyes of the Father. Only the point can merge in the eyes. Body obviously cannot merge in the eyes. Sometimes just consider yourself to be a jewel of the forehead, sparkling on the forehead. Sometimes realize that you are a sparkling star. Sometimes experience and realize that you are the Father Brahma's cooperative right hand, Brahma's own arm in the corporeal Brahmin form. Sometimes realize that you are an Avyakt angelic form. With the power of realization, have many unique alaukic experiences. Do not just speak about them in the form of knowledge, but realize them. Increase the power of this type of realization, and then realization of other types of weaknesses will automatically become very clear. Even a tiny spot could very clearly be seen in a powerful mirror, polished mirror, and you would be able to transform it. So, do you understand? Bab Dada again says the power of realization is the basis of self-transformation. Bab Dada says use your powers, do not just count them, and be happy with that, thinking, yes, I have this power and I also have this power, but constantly use them for yourself, for others, and for service in every task. Thank you, Shiv Baba. Blessing, may you be a master ocean with the power to accommodate and thereby become an embodiment of success on the stage of service. May you be a master ocean with the power to accommodate and thereby become an embodiment of success on the stage of service. Explanation: when you come onto the stage of service, many types of situations come in front of you. Therefore, accommodate these situations within yourself and you will become an embodiment of success. To accommodate means not to have the slightest trace of anything gross, even in the form of a thought or feeling, merged in you. Transform words that are not malevolent into benevolent feelings in such a way that it is as though those words that were not benevolent were never spoken. Transform defects into virtues and defamation into praise, and you will then be called a master ocean. Slogan: one who doesn't give the expansion, one who doesn't see the expansion but sees the essence. One who doesn't see the expansion, the star, but sees the essence, star, and merges that in the self, is an intense effort maker. यानी विस्तार को ना देख, सार को देखने या स्वयं में समाने वाले ही तीव्र पुरुषार्थी हैं। ओम शांति। थैंक यू शिव बाबा। हैव अ ग्रेट डे। ओम शांति। So today I, the soul, have realized that it is the power of realization with an honest heart that is the basis of self-transformation. So, I, the soul, take this pledge. Baba, Shiv Baba, I will be very attentive and realize the power of realization from the bottom of my heart, and thus transform myself. I will see where I have weaknesses and I will transform those weaknesses or defects into virtues, defamation into praise, and will then be a master ocean. I will transform with the help of the power of realization. Thank you, Shiv Baba. Om Shanti.